Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and look at another MRE today. This one packaged by the MRE Packaging Company is a menu number 22, Asian style beef strips with vegetables. Actually wanted to try with this one for a little while, so I was very happy that it was in my case that I recently bought. This package is a little bit whopper jawed in a way, because normally, so you have this little triangle notch here, which is where you generally want to tear for the seal, and normally it's like right smack dab center of the package, but this one's a little little whopper jawed there. But you know, I don't think that's going to affect anything. I just thought I'd point it out. No, it doesn't. And of course, MRE does have the inner package, which is kind of nice, and we do have a packing date of the 211th day of 2014. And that just tears away there. Let's see what kind of goodies we got. There's a hot beverage bag. Get that out of the way. Alright, so there's our Asian beef strips. 155th day of 2014 on those. Seems pretty nice and full there. We have our nutrition facts and a whole laundry list of different ingredients. So Asian style beef strips with vegetables and sauce, but it does say here down here flavored with flavored oyster sauce. Kind of a redundancy there in a way, but oyster sauce is used fairly prevalently in Asian cooking. I've used it myself. It's pretty good. Oh, nice. We got some fried rice here, hard as a rock. But that should be interesting to try. I don't think I've tried MRE rice yet. And we have our accessory pack. We'll open that here in just a few. We have a white wheat snack bread. 105th day, 2014. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we got some chocolate flavored toffee. And I don't think these are... oh man, I'm completely drawing a blank on Tootsie Rolls. I think these are more like the square candy, but we'll get into that here in a second. Chunky peanut butter, which is usually my preferred peanut butter. I like the chunkiness, and that feels nice and supple. Right on, cocoa beverage powder. These are always good, and they're nice self-contained bags. Grape jelly. So we got a little peanut butter and jelly sandwich along with our Asian food. And of course, I do know that, you know, a lot of these aren't meant to be eaten all at the same time. You know, you eat the sandwich later, blah, blah, blah. I always just kind of make fun of it a little bit. It just kind of makes me giggle. Got our spoon. And the separate, well, not even sleeve, just a little factoid card for our fried rice. Interesting how many ingredients go into the fried rice, but hey, it's alright. And finally our FRH for us to heat our meal, which is how we will start. We're going to need to get both of these nice and warm. And I know that I've had some comments on, you know, just place them on the outside of the bag. Usually just how the spirit moves me at the time. Sometimes I like to try and shove them both in the bag, but you know, realistically, sometimes that's kind of hard to do. But we'll see what I feel like once I get the water going. Now, the last MRE from this particular case had a really nice, energetic heater. So I'm hoping this one has the same kind of heater, because at that point I can stick them both in the bag and be perfectly happy. But again, we're just going to try and shoot for the middle of that fill line, which I'm sure most of you are tired of me saying, but I'm kind of bad at doing. And I was really bad at doing that one. Good Lord. Should engage, but I definitely screwed the pooch a little bit on the water. Of course, they say not to overfill because sometimes it can screw around with the actual interaction between the shavings and the chemicals that are in the actual heater. But you know, I'm perfectly fine with a little bit of idiocy there, so to speak. Heater seems to be popping off. Ouch. It's going. I'm sticking the rice in here. I don't care. I'm getting crazy. Getting crazy. Getting crazy. It's kind of in there. It didn't quite. We'll let it go. Hey. If you don't live life a little crazy, your life's gonna be all nice and boring. I don't even know if it'll fit into the sleeve. Yeah, that heater's putting off a lot of nice heat. Okay, and we're in the sleeve. We're just gonna put it off screen here, propped up against a rock or something, if you don't have a nice rock. Alright folks, well, let's go ahead and get our tray and start divvying up what else we have here. Grab our chocolate flavored toffees. Yeah, these are the little square ones. Chocolattos. Those are pretty good. Get 5 of those. Whew, that heater is going. I can smell that reaction there. This case obviously has some nice heaters. All right, so let's open our snack bread here. Of course, this is you know, the nice dense bread product, kind of shiny. See the imprint of the oxygen absorber. I'm not saying that there's anything bad against these. They're good. They smell okay. You know, it's just, I look at them and I see this nice little loaf of bread, and it's just kind of cute. But again, you know, they do the job. They taste pretty good actually. So let's go ahead and pop open our peanut butter. Tear it corner. There we go. Sometimes I have to employ the teeth on these because they don't always want to roll very well. And that's exactly the way you want your peanut butter to look, nice and creamy. Obviously with a little bit of the chunkies. Of course, when I think about chunky peanut butter, man, I want like full-on peanuts just crunching on those bad boys. That's the good stuff to me. Here we got some grape jelly. It seemed a little watery in the pouch. It's a little bit watery. It's not too bad though. Got a little jiggle to it. I think we could do far worse. So yeah, it's kind of all the edibles for this particular MRE. So let's break into our accessory pack real quick, and then we'll move on to making our drinks. And we've got cinnamon gum. Been getting a lot of cinnamon gum lately. I mean, I used to chew a lot of Big Red when I was in, junior high. But I mean, I like cinnamon gum. I just find it interesting that I've been getting a lot of cinnamon gum. Got our non-dairy creamer for our coffee. Toilet paper for any after effects. Our Type 3 instant freeze-dried coffee. And Splenda, which I'm sure I've said I'm not really a big fan of Splenda. I'd rather have real sugar, or like sugar in the raw, or, you know, give me some hipster sugars, but at least just regular sugar would be nice. Iodized salt. I will say Splenda does taste sweeter, but I'm just not a big fan of artificial crap. And finally the moist towelette. Okie dokie. So yeah, we've got two drinks in here. I'll go ahead and we'll start with our coffee. I did go ahead and, as per the norm, I heat up some water beforehand and, you know, promptly get it on the table. Get our coffee. And I know a lot of people don't like instant coffee, but the smell on this is always a welcome addition to your meal. And we'll get our creamer. Alright. Oh. Dribble that all over the place. Messy prepare here. And our cancer sugar, as I like to call it. Artificial. Stir that up there. Nice aroma coming off that. And there we go. We got our MRE instant coffee. And then let's take a look at our cocoa beverage powder. And these are always really good. Of course, what I like about these packets, as I've said before, they have a fill line to where you have a reference, and then your zip top so you can really get a shake on it. I also think it's kind of interesting they have instructions on here for allow your water just chemically purified to stand 30 minutes before adding it to this beverage powder. The military likes to give pretty concise instructions, which is good in a way. But my God, tear pouch at notches, open zipper, add 6 ounces hot or cold water, 1/4 of a canteen cup. So they actually do give you measuring instructions, but they still give you the line. And single use only. Don't forget it. Excuse me. Go ahead and tear this open. I like to just, drink these cold. I know it says you can use hot water, but I prefer cold. And like I said, I just use a line as a reference. It's kind of interesting, actually, the drink choices. I overfilled a little bit. It's kind of funny, the drink choices, they don't give you a beverage powder in this one. You're essentially getting about 12 ounces of water down for this meal, because your coffee is really only good for about 6 ounces, and this is technically supposed to be for 6 ounces. And due to the fact that I'm not going to do Common Core math with you, I'm just going to add those two numbers up. Generally, it seems like at MREs they tend to provide you with quite a few drinks really to get that water down. So I just found it interesting that we're really kind of just not really caring about our drinks in this meal. But that's okay. Just drink regular water, guys. Or hopefully you've saved up some of your other various drink mixes, which I'm sure happens. Go ahead and put this in the big cup. Looks awful small in the big cup. But yeah, these are always tasty. And if you're feeling really sneaky, which I'm not today, but you can, make, of course, if you add the cookie, it would be better, but you can do kind of like an icing out of these. You just add very little water to it, and it kind of makes like a little icing. I guess if you really wanted to get screwy with your wheat snack bread, you could do that as well. Just eat the jam and the peanut butter out of the pouch. Well, that was a pretty quick run through there. This still has a lot of great heat here. It's been going, I don't know, hadn't been going all that long. I'm going to continue to let this run just a little bit longer. I don't know if you can see it, but the water is, kind of bubbling down here. So that heater is kicking butt and taking names. So let's just try what we have on the plate real quick, and we'll give the entree and the side just a little bit longer to kind of heat up. Let's try a little bit of our. We'll take a nip off of our wheat snack bread. Try that first. Nice dense bread, spongy. Kind of reminds you of honestly, like a biscuit, like a really dense biscuit. My mother used to make really dense biscuits for I don't know, like ham and bean soup and stuff, or just generally for put a little honey on it or something like that. Kind of reminds me a bit of that, although Mom, your biscuits are way better than wheat snack bread. Yeah, it tastes fine. It's just dry. But yeah, it tastes like wheat snack bread should. Let's get a little bit of our peanut butter. There's nothing quite drier than peanut butter and wheat snack bread. So just to kind of wash the palate off a little bit, let's take a nip of our coffee. Yeah, the Splenda definitely does make it taste sweeter. For those of you who need that sweetness, Splenda might be for you. I just try and avoid artificial sweeteners if I can. Although that's kind of hard, honestly, in this day and age. Let's go ahead and try a little bit of our, put a little bit more on here. Get a little bit of our jelly side here. Taste what that's tasting like. That's good. Like I said, it's a bit runny, but flavor's there. Nice and sweet little note there. Tastes good. Let's try them together. Yep, there's a ticket. Nice peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's very good. Because I'm just the bad boy of MRE channels, I'm going to go ahead and eat dessert before my meal comes out. Package there. Slight bit of discoloration. I don't know if you can tell. Nothing that I would care about all that much. I mean, this MRE is only about 2 years old. They're a little dense, little hard. Let's try a piece of it. Chew, chew, chew. Yeah, you can taste the toffee. They're pretty nice, actually. I like toffees, though. Definitely get stuck in the teeth, just like a Tootsie Roll. But yeah, those are good. I like the Chocolatos. They're pretty nice. Let's try our cocoa beverage powder here. Yeah, nice and chocolatey. I'll tell you honestly, I could add a little bit more water to that and be perfectly fine with the consistency. It's very chocolatey. It's good, don't get me wrong, but I could add more water to that and be happy to water it down just a little bit. So I'm still going to let that thing heat up. It's still just booming. I want a hot meal. I want it to steam. I'm going to try a bit of our gum just while I'm kind of screwing around here, because I guess I really haven't tried the gum in a video yet. And I mean, they're just little chiclet gum. I mean, it's nothing amazing, but I've just never tried it during the video, so I'm gonna try it. Yeah, not too hard. Well, once you start chewing it, it gets kind of hard. Loses flavor fast. Get a nice initial kick of cinnamon. Which, I mean, I always like cinnamon gum. But to clean out the teeth after your meal, I think it'd be pretty good. But it does lose some flavor after time. So, alright, I'm done stalling. Let's go ahead and take our meal out here. And I'm going to get a paper towel here real quick. Just so we can wipe her off. I guess I didn't grab one. And let's go ahead and open this baby up. Rid of that sleeve. Let's shove the rice first. Yeah, because I didn't really get that shoved down. It's nice and warm here, not so warm up there. We'll just have to mix it up a little bit. Long ways, tear notch. Oh, no, it's escaping. Yeah, looks like it's got some veggies in there, maybe. Get our tray ready. It's got a decent smell. But, you know, I mean, the only thing about rice is that Now you cook it, you serve it fresh. It's nice and good. You let it set, and you're going to have some trouble with it just getting hard. That's just the way rice is. You know, you can reheat it with a little water, soften it up. But obviously, seeing as we're doing it in a pack, it's going to be what it is. But it smells nice. Let's go ahead and get our Asian beef strips. My God, it doesn't want to come out of the pack. All right, good job, heater. You're the man. Okay, yeah, got a nice bit of heat there. It's definitely warm to the touch. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's looking good. Get that all out of this bag real quick. Smells good. Definitely smells good. Alright. There we go. So there's our rice and our Asian beef strips. Got a couple little nice things in there, looks like. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. Let me... I don't know if I can properly... You should be able to see it, but there. Yeah, look at that grill mark. I don't know if that's real or artificial or whatever, but it's a grill mark. Let's try our rice real quick here. Kind of bust it up a little bit from its cell. Okay, let's get in here. Come on. There's a bite. I think this was from the warmer side because it definitely separated a little better. It's not too bad. It's actually got a little bit of spice to it, kind of on the back end. You know, consistency's fine. Ginger, definitely ginger. There's some peas and carrots in this one. Yeah, definitely didn't retain much heat. As energetic as that heater was, didn't really get the rice very well, so... Maybe next time I'll stop being so impulsive and do what people are telling me to do and just stick it on the outside. But hey, I go where my heart tells me to go. But again, it's actually fairly nice. It's not bad. Let's try some of this. Gotta get this grill marked one first. This water chest here. A nice semi-thick gravy to it. Bottoms up. I like that. I don't know that it screams Asian. You know, you put a couple of these watercress in here. It doesn't necessarily mean it's Asian food. Definitely some peppers. Taste some onion flavor. But I wouldn't necessarily call it Asian. Kind of reminds me of a nice beef stew. Get a little bit of this rice going in here. See if I can Asian it up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, that tastes good. Definitely tastes good combined. The entree got a lot of nice heat. I could almost use a little bottle of Tabasco sauce. I kind of wish they still put those in these. I mean, I've seen bags and so forth, but just not as often as I'd like to. Yeah, it's very good together. Tastes good. So anyway, folks, appreciate you stopping by, eating lunch with me here real quick, or I guess you just watching me eat lunch. Maybe you eat with me, I don't know. But this was a Menu 22 Asian style beef strips with vegetables. Appreciate you stopping by. Just encourage you to continue to like, subscribe, and leave your comments. I appreciate the comments and definitely the likes and subscribes. Is if I keep getting subscriptions, I'll continue to do it and maybe continue to get bigger. We're just kind of a week-to-week basis here, but I appreciate all the support, guys. And thanks for stopping by. Y'all have a great one.